Folks, let's talk about the dirt under your feet. The American dream, right? A little patch of land to call your own. You mow the lawn, plant some petunias, and tell the neighborhood kids to get off your grass. It's perfect. But have you ever wondered what's that lawn? Not worms or lost gnomes, treasure, black gold, Texas tea. This is the world of mineral rights. It sounds grand. Images of prospectors striking it rich, diamonds in the dirt, a secret inheritance beneath your begonias. The fantasy, financial freedom, a subterranean lottery ticket that could turn your home into a kingdom. But, as with all things too good to be true, there's a dark side. This isn't just about finding oil. It's about what happens when someone else has the right to come looking for it, on your property. Suddenly, your dream of a quiet life is shattered by the roar of machinery and contracts written in a language only lawyers understand. The glimmer of gold can quickly become the glint in the eye of a corporation that sees your home as an obstacle. So, gather round. We're about to journey into the shadowy depths of property law, where the ground beneath your feet might not be yours at all. This is a tale of intrigue, severed ownership, and the ghosts that haunt the fine print of your deed. Every homeowner needs to hear this, because ignorance isn't bliss. It's a one-way ticket to finding an oil derrick where your roses used to be. And trust me, that's a surprise party you do not want. Welcome to the real story of what lies beneath. Let's dig in. The truth is deeper than you think. Here's where things get spooky. Severance. Your land is a two-layer cake. The surface estate, your house, your yard, and the mineral estate, everything underground. These two can be sold separately. Maybe a century ago, someone sold the rights to everything under your land to a faceless corporation. You own the icing, but someone else owns the cake. And the law? It often says the mineral estate is the dominant one. That means the mineral owner calls the shots. You might have a deed for 123 Elm Street, but an energy company holds a second invisible deed to everything below. They can wait, bide their time, and when the price is right, show up. No permission needed. Your ownership is fragile, a surface-level illusion that can be shattered at any moment. The mineral rights holder can enter your property and do what's reasonably necessary to extract those minerals. That phrase is a legal crowbar prying open your peaceful existence. Your surface rights become secondary, a mere inconvenience to the pursuit of profit. In essence, you're a tenant on land you thought you owned outright. The real owner is the one you never see, and their rights run deep. Welcome to the phantom menace beneath your feet. What happens when the phantom owner shows up? It's not a friendly visit. It starts with heavy trucks rumbling in, building roads across your land, without your consent. Drill pads follow, scraping away trees, grass, and memories to make way for a gravel wasteland. Then comes the derrick, a towering metal skeleton operating 24/7, flooding your home with noise and light. Your sanctuary becomes an industrial site. Pipelines snake across your property, storage tanks loom, and pits hold toxic runoff. Your land is scarred by industrial hardware that may never heal. The view you paid for is replaced by a panorama of extraction. And the worst part? You have to watch it all happen. The law protects the mineral owner's right to do this. Your surface rights let you stand there and be sad. The dream of land ownership sours into a nightmare of industrial occupation. Your home is no longer a castle, but a besieged outpost. Think the surface damage is bad? Let's talk fracking. Companies pump millions of gallons of water, sand, and secret chemicals underground to shatter rock and release gas. This water becomes toxic waste, sometimes stored in open pits or injected underground, triggering earthquakes in places that never had them. The chemicals are often trade secrets, so you may never know what's beneath your home. Contamination can reach your groundwater, sometimes making tap water flammable. The air isn't safe either. Fracking releases pollutants that cause health problems from headaches to serious illness. The threat becomes invisible, poisoning air and water. Your property is ground zero for a slow-motion environmental catastrophe. It's not just your land under assault, it's your life. The invasion is total, and it's all perfectly legal. You might think you'd know if your mineral rights were severed. Not so. The history of your property is a labyrinth of old deeds and leases, sometimes hidden in a single sentence from a century ago. Finding the true owner can be a nightmare of title searches and corporate mergers. The confusion benefits those who thrive in the shadows. When ownership is unclear, it's hard to know who to negotiate with or hold accountable. You're fighting a ghost, a legal entity that exists only on paper. Imagine discovering your property is slated for drilling, but you can't find anyone to talk to. The ghost in the deed is not harmless. It can wrest control of your property with a few lines of text from a long-dead stranger. Your home is haunted by the ink of the past. Where there's confusion, there are predators, landmen and speculators who exploit property owners. They send official-looking letters offering to buy your mineral rights for a pittance. They know your land could be worth millions, but offer you a few $1,000s now. It's a classic con immediate cash for rights that could generate royalties for decades. Their tactics are aggressive: high-pressure sales, misleading promises, and fine print that gives them everything. Families sign away their rights for a one-time payment, only to watch neighbors get monthly checks when drilling starts. The relief of quick cash turns to regret. You sold your lottery ticket for the price of a candy bar, and now you live next to the factory built on it. The predators always win. Not all mineral rights are a golden ticket. Many are worthless. The promise of riches is often just a rumor. Geology is fickle. The oil or gas might not be there, or it's too expensive to extract. Owners hold on for decades, pay higher taxes, and pass down a legacy of what if. Sometimes the treasure never comes. Worse, your neighbor's well can drain your minerals through the rule of capture, finders keepers. Your asset depreciates with every barrel they pump. The dream erodes, leaving only frustration and regret. Unlike a stock that goes to zero, this worthless asset stays tied to your home, complicating sales and clouding the title. The glimmering promise fades, leaving only the shadow of a phantom fortune. Sometimes buried treasure is just dust. When disputes arise, the next stop is court, a battleground stacked against you. On one side, homeowners with limited funds. On the other, corporations with endless lawyers. The law is tangled, written in an era favoring industry over individuals. Legal fees pile up, expert witnesses are needed, and the process drags on for years. The corporate goal isn't always to win, but to exhaust you until you give up. Even a win can feel hollow. The well remains, the pipelines stay, and the damage may be permanent. The peace you cherished is gone, replaced by the hum of machinery and bitter memories. The legal system, meant for justice, becomes another tool of the machine. In the end, there are no real winners, only survivors, and the fight never truly ends. What have we learned? The ground beneath your feet isn't as solid as it seems. A century-old document can have more power over your property than you do. The world of mineral rights is a shadowy realm where dreams of wealth can become nightmares. Knowledge is your only shield. Before buying property, especially in oil or gas country, do your due diligence. Get a full mineral title opinion. Know exactly who owns what lies beneath. If you own your mineral rights, be cautious. Never sign anything without your own lawyer reviewing it. The story of mineral rights is a cautionary tale about the American dream. Look beneath the surface, ask hard questions, and arm yourself with information. Because in this world, what you don't know can, and will, hurt you.